Hey, welcome everybody. This is Lance here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV located in Belton, Missouri. Today I want to present you this 2023 Supreme Aire. It's a used coach that we just got in. And man, what a great opportunity to own a luxury Super C motorhome. What makes this coach really nice for all you guys that want to tow that heavy stuff, this is going to have a 30,000 pound tow capacity. Does have the Detroit DD13 12.8 liter motor. So plenty of power to pull whatever it is that you have. And if you're looking for a luxury motorhome, a lot of folks like to have this big old monster motor here right in the front that gives you a little bit added insurance between you and whatever might be coming your way. And then also the accessibility. So if something were to go wrong, it's just gonna be really easy for a technician to get in there. I do like these big old hoods now, the way that they got them soft close. You got to actually push on the thing to get it closed. I really like this C9 grille, this beautiful stainless look with the Newmar badging here. Now this coach is going to be equipped with the 360-degree view system. It does have the on-guard collision mitigation system. And now as we get ready to come through this coach, I just want to point out the front of this cap. You'll notice how it's detached from the house part of it. So Newmar decided to go with this M2-112 chassis where this whole front cab actually floats. It's on air, so you'll have air seats and you also have an air cab. So just adds to that next level of comfort as you're driving down the road. Now as we come up to this first bay, you'll see this big, huge stainless 100-gallon fuel tank. You'll notice the water spigot just above there. It's always nice to have access to hot water if you want to hook up a pressure sprayer. You've got your DEF fluid, your Oasis system fluid, so easy access to take care of all those different items. Now, this is going to be an upgrade for 2023. These are the lithium batteries. You're going to see the two 3,000 watt inverters to the right, and then right up just above the batteries to the left, it's going to be a lithium battery system. It's a never die system. It's designed to go into sleep mode if the batteries get down to about 10%. If you got your auto gen start, they've already got it set up to where it'll kick on after right about 30%. So when they get down to 30% level, auto gen kicks on, charges them back up. Very nice. The other thing too that they found out earlier on in the models, when they started doing lithiums, they tend to get a little warm. So it's nice to have this fan system. So if it does get a little warm, this will kick on and get that air circulating in there, keeping things nice and cool. Next bay over, you're going to see we got our power cord reel. That'll be a 50 amp service, 50-foot cord with an integrated surge guard protection system. I always recommend getting a surge guard protection between you and the coach. So if this thing fries, you got to take it in and get it fixed. You can always add another little added insurance to get yourself a surge guard protection. If you have any questions about that, call me. I'll go more into depth about that. Now with this wet bay, there's a lot going on here. So we have a monitor system. You can check your tank levels. You can turn on your security lights, and you can also turn on your generator. So when you come out here and you're getting your sewer hooked up, your fresh water hooked up, and you want to get the generator started so you can get the ACs going, you can do all that right out here. Now this is also set up with a macerator system. So this will actually chew up the black water and grind it up, and I like how they sleeved it so it prevents it from damage. And then the gates valves here for your black and gray water tanks, for all you folks who may have arthritis, it's nice to have an electronic valve. You just push the button and then it'll dump your gray and black water for you. Got your stainless hot and cold water shower out here. So a lot of neat features here going on with the Supreme Aire. Now you'll see how easy that was for me to close that. Newmar improved their doors for 2023 on that Supreme Aire, so it's not like the older doors where you had to really give it a good shove. So coach is going to have 12,500 miles. Now again, I did say this was used, and man, it's only got 24 hours on this thing, so she's just getting started. Now next bay over, typically you don't see pass-through storage in a Super C. But you do see it here with the Supreme Aire, and then right up here you're going to notice a 50 amp plug. So if you've got a stacker trailer, if you got to supply power maybe to another RV, you can plug that 50 amp cord right here, and you've got a big enough generator there to power your stacker trailer or whatever it is you need to power. Great storage back here in the back. Some people like to put their filters and belts and other little things like that, tools, but some people, if you're big into barbecuing, you can put your condiments up there. You got room for a picnic table, maybe a ladder. I like how they have that little raised edge right there, so you don't have to worry about things sliding off as it's moving around. So 30 amp, I mean not 30 amp, hello, 30,000 pound tow capacity. Now what makes this one a little bit, what I like about it is the ability to adjust this up or down. You'll notice two different slots here for the receiver, so you can have it in a lower position, but depending on what you're towing, you can actually raise this up to the next notch without having to pull this and raise or lower the rear part of this hitch. Got a Voyager plug, so you can tie into the monitor system. If your stacker trailer has a camera on it, it'll tie the camera system into the dash. You do have two air supplies, so if your trailer actually has air brakes, you can tie that air system right into the coach. So pretty cool. Okay, so coming around to the other side here, passenger side of the Supreme Aire, you're going to notice the other side of this pass-through storage, and just above it, you're going to have a central vac system that you can operate outside. So if you want to clean up your cargo bays, you can. And then something that I've never seen before until the Supreme Aire came out was actually a slide tray in a Super C. I personally have never seen this because typically you don't get a pass-through storage in a Super C. You do have two 110 outlets up there. Now all the cargo doors here are on a power lock, so push a button, you don't have to go and unlock each door individually. And the other thing I want to point out too is the slide outs. You'll notice how these are flush. So these recess inside the wall. This flange does not compress to the outside of the wall. It actually recesses inside the wall, cutting down on wind noise. It keeps your seals for the slides healthier, longer, and it adds to that ride quality overall. Power window awnings that was ordered with the coach. So this has the Girard Nova awning package. Now there's a difference between the Girard awning and the Girard awning Nova. The Nova actually comes out and then drops down. Now the tag axle on the Supreme Aire is a twin screw. So what that means to you is that this rear tag actually drives as well. It's a drive axle, and it's not just one tire, you get two tires. So total of 8 tires here in the back of the coach pushing you down the road. So a lot of rubber, a lot of traction, just gives you that added stability for the coach. So as we come down, I do like how they dress out the front here. You don't see the steps, and I like this stainless that they've run down the entire coach. Really dresses it up nice. You got your domestic refrigerator or freezer, and just a ton of storage. I mean, for a Super C, you usually just don't see this kind of storage. I like the pegboard. This is where your fresh water supply tanks are going to be. But it's always nice to be able to make some type of useful space out of it. And just above, you're going to see we have our smart Samsung TV with the Bose soundbar. And if you're cruising down the road and you like what you're hearing on your dash radio, you can come over here and just flip the switch from TV to dash, and it'll switch that music here to your soundbar for you. And you do get the added 110 outlet with a couple of USB ports for a nice charging station. Now this coach is equipped with hydronic heat. So this is going to be responsible for heating your air and also heating your water. Just a very robust system, and I would say better than on-demand hot water. And just an additional storage here for you. So total on the outside, this is going to be part of your side cameras. So you're going to have 7 cameras total on the coach. 4 that gives you the bird's eye view, and then you also get your left, right, and rear backup cameras. Well guys, that's just a quick peek of the outside. Let's go see what we got going on the inside. All right guys, well welcome to the inside of this beautiful 2023 Supreme Aire. Now this is going to be a 4575 model. So this is going to give us a mid-bath, but I wanted to give you just a quick peek here up in the front. So I like the steering wheel, this attention to detail. I was just checking the odometer. It's got 1,453 miles. Guys, this coach is like new. This is a great opportunity to get into a really nice high line luxury Super C without having to pay the new price. I mean, somebody already took the hit, obviously, but there's so many neat features with the Supreme Aire. Like you do get this little thing you see up here. This is where you can control your, this has the, well, what is that? Adaptive cruise control. So you can set your distances on how far you follow people. It does have, again, the 360. You can come through here and you can control your view. So you can see your 360 system there. And you can just kind of pick and choose. This is the front, side. So you can kind of pick and choose. And then you can see where it says trailer 1, trailer 2. So you can actually, if you want to see what's going on with your trailer, if it has a camera, it can tie right into this monitor. And then here's the air supply, should your trailer have air brakes. A lot more going on up here. Call me, I'll go over this. There's a lot going on with the Supreme Aire. But I also want to point out too, this thing does come with a skylight up here. So just with the push of a button, if you guys are driving through some area where there's maybe some really nice, beautiful mountains, this is a great opportunity to really take in the sights. If your guests happen to be sitting towards the back, they are going to have a great view looking out the front as well. Now, as I get up, you're going to notice how I'm standing. I'm actually standing on flush ground before I even come into the house. So this is nice to have a nice flat platform. So as I'm getting into all the different cabinets here, I'm not having to step down into this well. I can actually stand up here nice and flush. And again, this whole cab right here, it's floating on air. The seats are floating on air. So just a very nice, comfortable ride. Now, as I step into the living room area, you're going to just notice the cabinetry. Now, these are going to be sable maple cabinets, very nice. You're going to notice all the hidden hinges. All that is completely hidden and out of sight. Something that you typically see in a high-end coach. Now, as I close this, you're going to notice soft closing cabinet doors. So things aren't just going to be slamming on you. This couch here will make into a trifold bed. You've got your power entertainment theater seating. Now, I like how this has just a nice run of cabinets that go all the way down into the dinette area. But you have a row of lights that run down in the ceiling. You've got a row of lights that are just above the entertainment theater and the dinette. And then you got another row of lights just underneath the cabinetry. So, I mean, if on those dark, gloomy days, what a nice way to really just kind of illuminate the coach and get it well lit. And then you can control the lighting. So if you want to dim it, brighten it, it does have that ability to control it. Got that beautiful booth dinette. Now there should be, I believe, yes, up, an outlet right here and USB port. So you want to keep in touch with friends and family. Maybe you're doing a little telecommuting. You do have access to power there. And then at the other side here of the booth dinette, what a beautiful kitchen. And I love this utensil drawer. That is just a ton of space. Now this is something that we don't put the filter in the water filter until you guys take delivery of the coach. But it's new in the package. As you'll notice, soft closing drawers. You got your Fisher, I'm learning how to speak, everybody. Fisher Paykel dishwasher. Now, as we come here into the kitchen, you're going to notice the cutting boards here on the other side. So not just a beautiful countertop, but also practical. So they give you practical uses here. Some of my customers have talked about popping these out and maybe putting in some bamboo. So it's really kind of up to you how you guys want to do this. But you'll notice the stove, it is an induction cooktop. So what that means to you is this does not heat up. Only the pan itself heats up. So you can take this out, put it on the picnic table, and do all your cooking out there. So if you've got bacon or fish, you want to keep the smoke and smell outside of your beautiful coach, you can do it all outside. It's always nice to have options. Now just above us, we do have a convection microwave oven, nice little spice cabinet. Now these here are going to have a nice drawer. So it's nice to be able to pull that out. Now this top shelf here is adjustable. So you can remove it, you can adjust the height. It's really kind of up to you what you want to do. We might as well show you the sink. This is a big sink. So, I mean, just this one here alone is big, but when you put it next to this monster sink, it looks actually pretty tiny, but man, it's a lot of sink. And again, Newmar is just great for all these little custom pull-outs. Very nicely done. And actually, let me pull this back out. I wanted to show you the dovetail here. That dovetail construction, just that attention to detail, quality construction. When you buy from Newmar, they have that saying, when you know the difference. So now I'm just going to stand back. If you look at this ceiling, typically what you would see in an RV is these rectangular registers or these round pucks up in the ceiling for your ventilation. Everything is completely finished out, and then they bring all that ventilation right down here in the center, so when your slides are closed, you're not trapping your air on top of the slide out. So you get some good ventilation even when you're traveling down the road. Now this coach is going to be equipped with 3 15M Penguin air conditioner heat pumps, so no problem keeping this coach cool. Got the residential refrigerator. Now with only 1,400 miles, nothing has really been used. When you look at the sorry, I got to get out of the way. But when you actually think about this, with only 1,400 miles on this thing, I mean, it takes about 800 miles to get it delivered here. So they never really had a chance to use it. No, we did not buy it. This was a trade-in. But this is a like new coach. So you do have some nice pantry here. You do have these dividers, so you can pull these little slots out right here if you have pots and pans that you want to adjust it to. And I like how it lights up too as I open the door. Now when you look at the overall fascia and the header here, if you zoom in here, you can see the accent lighting. You might be able to see it better here. It's a little bit darker in this corner. We could actually turn off the lighting, but just that subtle light here coming shining through just behind that ribbon, it's beautifully done. You know what? That brings up another point. So, entry step cover. I just want to point this out because I took a step back and I felt my heel kind of going down into the step. So for safety, they added this step cover, so it's nice, and you'll notice how nice and flush that is. It's just a great way if you've got grandkids or pets, they're not going to go falling down into a hole. Might as well show you this too. You do have a nice little area, so it is getting kind of warm in here. Let's switch this mic over here. So if you guys come in, this is actually a really good sized closet to be able to hang a jacket. You got 3 hooks there. And as we step into the bathroom, you're going to notice a really beautiful dual sink here. I like how they have this thing kind of in the middle with a power outlet there. So a great space for 2 people. And then you do have this additional storage. Now you could make this extra pantry, all adjustable shelving. So just nice to be able to put that extra cabinet in there. Now, as we're coming through this bathroom, you're going to notice that the commode here actually has its own door. So if you're in the bedroom, you're not trapped in the bedroom if somebody does have to use the commode there. So now as we come on through here, take a look at that shower. Beautiful. I like that big drain down there. Got your teak seat. It does have the Aquamizer. And if you look at the shampoo body conditioner dispensers, the plastic has not even been taken off. It doesn't get any newer than that. This thing is still in the wrapper, folks. All right. Now, as we come back into the bedroom, I want to point out king bed, but more importantly, this right here is something probably Newmar didn't have to do, but boy, it just adds to that different level of class. How they brought this canopy out over the bed with this beautifully done trim work all the way around it. Again, you've got light on the ceilings, but to have this extra light on the canopy and then another set of lights here below the bed with windows that do open up on either side of the bed so you can get that fresh air coming through here. So just a beautifully done coach. Now, I do like the position of the washer and dryer. So as you're doing your laundry out of the dryer, you've got this big, huge king bed here for a platform to fold your clothes off the bed onto the hanger. And then right here at the foot of the bed, you got all these drawers. So you don't have to go far to put clothes away. So guys, if you're looking for a coach that is out of the wrapper, like new condition, without the new price, give me a call. Lance Ortega here at Belton, Missouri, Transwest Truck Trailer RV. You can catch me at 208-290-5750. I look forward to hearing from you.